What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Moon or Dust Trending. I'm DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixels. And as always, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, repost button, share button. As I always say, whatever button you have to hit on whatever platform you're on to push this as far and wide as humanly possible. The viewership on Moon or Dust, as people are realizing what we're doing, keeps growing pretty much daily. Our viewership is starting to equal Moon or Dust, which is what we wanted to see. So yeah, huge shout out to everyone tuning in. And it looks like we have even more new projects to talk about on Moon or Dust. So the intensity of people getting into that top 5 is definitely starting to ramp up. But with all that said, Mr. Pixel, how's it going?
Going good, man. We are here for another Friday. And yes, it used to be Infinity on Friday, I know, but we all work so hard. We're doing like 8 live shows a week right now. So it just made more sense for everything we're trying to do right now to, make this all Moon or Dust trending. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. It's been a crazy week, hectic, but again, all super positive from what I can see. Looking at, the numbers again on everything, especially like the bot right now. And once we get V2 of the bot out, I'm looking forward to that too, of course. Obviously, get all that tidied up as well. So, yeah, anybody that's watching, obviously, we're still in super beta here and a lot of things. But, we are progressing and numbers are growing. So, with that growth will come more improvements on everything. But, yeah, more projects. A lot seem to be coming over from B&B, I noticed. So, that's pretty cool. B&B is kind of hot in such a terrible market. So, yeah, we got some good projects, lots of votes coming in. The bot seems to be getting out there. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. How are you feeling, Sean? Yeah. I know you've been sick all week. I was giving you shout outs because you've been hanging in there, dude. You've been hosting, you've been presenting, you've been keeping the flag flying. So kudos. But how are you feeling today? Are you over the worst of it?
Hopefully. I'm hoping today. I was sick over the last weekend, and then like Tuesday and Wednesday I got a little better, and then it's like I relapsed and got worse. So just is what it is physically. I'm getting better. As far as everything here is going, in spite of the market, loving the direction and where we're headed. And we're no doubt have a lot of new people tuning in. Moon or Dust is getting tens of thousands of views. We're going to be approaching episode 20 here shortly after the holidays. And a couple things for people that might be new or something like that, or people that are just joining. There's a big reason why Moon or Dust has gotten to where it's at. So my brand, for people that don't know, is, let's see, let's move to the side, Mr. Pixel. My brand is Krypton Calls Investing. So it's my YouTube channel, my X account, my podcast, things that I've been growing, in particular my YouTube channel for years now, over 3 years. I have almost 800 videos on my channel, which come right here. Make sure all this is good. Is my channel right here. So I have 105,000 subscribers, 737 videos, something that I've been growing for years. So this channel definitely allowed us to get a big time head start with Moon or Dust. I already had a monetized channel. We were also slowly building our Moon or Dust channel let's see if I can find it. We're also been slowly building our Moon or Dust channel. Oh, pause that. Hear myself in the background. And with this channel in its own right is monetized as well, has over 4,000 subscribers. It was initially our Infineon channel, which Infineon is our layer 2 blockchain that we built, and that is very much up and operational. So over the course of the past 2 years, probably, we've been building this channel. So once we just started to go live with the main game show and started to do this Moon or Dust trending, we already have a built-in audience. We already have established channels. So that's kind of the biggest reason we were able to kind of grow Moon or Dust so fast in like 4 or 5 weeks. Now, with all that being said, my Krypton Calls brand goes so much further than YouTube. I know when you're dealing with this space, it's so hard to find people that you can trust. Well, with Krypton Calls, on top of me getting you YouTube channels, I can also get you YouTube videos from, it says 81. That number's not even close anymore. It's over 200 people. Twitter, same thing, over 200 people I can get you with and advertising with on X, my podcast. I do that weekly. It can be promoted on Instagram, TikTok, centralized exchange listing, CMC, and CoinGecko listing. So I'm always a good place to come if you're newer to the space, or maybe you don't have those connections. I'm a trusted person in the space. I don't destroy people with commissions. One thing that you'll notice when dealing with these marketers in crypto, they give you crazy high commissions. I mean, they might literally charge someone, let's say a big YouTuber, and just keep names out of it, is charging $2,000 for a video. They'll try to hit you up for like $4,200 for the video, and they're keeping like $2,200, and the content creator that's making the video himself is getting $2,000. Now, it's not how I operate. I make a deal with said YouTuber or KOL or CoinMarketCap or CMC or whoever it may be. They explicitly know what I'm getting for my commission. I'm not upcharging. I'm not telling them I'm taking $2,500, but I'm really taking $4,000. So I keep everything on the up and up with everyone that I deal with. So again, you're looking for a good trusted person in the space for literally anything, hit me up. And if I can't help you, I promise you I can get you in touch with someone that can. So I want to give again, shout out to Krypton Calls. We always kind of talk about it on Lunar Dust, but I never go into real details. Also, Lunar Dust is being built in order to support ads, the trending bot, everything you see. So a little bit later on in the video, probably about 30 minutes to an hour from now, we'll probably have triple the people on now. So we'll kind of hit on that a little bit later as well. So yeah, this is Lunar Dust. For our original audience, Fridays used to be called Infineon Friday. Now every day is called Infineon Friday. Just like Moon Monday, every day is Moon Mondays. Every single day for any updates that we have on Infineon, any updates that we have on Lunar Dust will be talked about every single day we have them. So don't think for a second that Infineon Friday is no longer going to be talking about Infineon, or Moon Monday is no longer going to be talking about Lunar Pump or Lunar Dust or anything like that. It's everything we're doing is kind of roll into one. Lunar Dust trending definitely it cuts the confusion for new people coming in. So people that are maybe paying to boost their post on the trending bots gets very confusing when you say, hey, boost your post on the trending bot and come to Infineon Friday and get talked about. It's very confusing when we do things like that. So we just decided to just put it all Lunar Dust trending Monday through Friday. And then, of course, again, updates for Infineon and Lunar Dust and Lunar Pump will be made every day when there's some available. So.
Yeah, and like Sean said, if can you hear me? Oh yeah. If you if you got a problem and you go and you use Sean's services, it's not like he can run away anywhere and hide. He goes live eight shows a week we're doing right now. He's totally doxxed. He's fully out there, and he does have all the connections to be able to assist with all of this stuff. So absolutely, if you do want to get anything like that, yeah, absolutely, go hit up kryptoncalls.space like you just saw there. And we're going to dive in a little more later as well, because any of the sponsorships for Lunar Dust itself, the main game show, and stuff that we're going to be doing here, ways that you can, get on here and take advantage of the platform that we're in the process of building and get that level of extra exposure. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to build here. And our guy, Chuck, who was on yesterday, has some good words. Mod definitely helped my community grow the past week. He's had a lot of people get on over there, and we just dropped that clip as well today. So he was on here yesterday's trending show, and we just dropped a lovely clip of that whole interview that we did with him, all about Fire Chicken and the community and everything over there. So you can go and check that out. And that's something that we're going to be doing here because we're trying to create the platform. In order to do that, we need clips. We need, community engagement to do it. So when we release those clips, we do these trending shows. If anybody comes on here and goes on camera and does an interview with us live on the trending show, we'll make a clip out of it and we'll drop it, and you can get that extra replayability after the fact. So if you want to do that, you're willing to do that, come up here, come on camera and do like an interview like Chuck did yesterday, the doctor himself for Fire Chicken. That's what we're going to do. We'll make clips out of it and we'll drop it out into the community from our main accounts and, push everybody to promote it. You have that after the fact too. It's like getting a live review, Sean, right? I mean, it's like getting a YouTube video and, we're going to trim it down and just like that specific kind of section of it and pop it out there. So yeah.
So let me kind of I want to expand on that. So most people know, even just your like average run-of-the-mill YouTuber, even a smaller YouTuber, they'll typically charge close to $1,000 for a dedicated video. What we're offering is communities that have a really big community can potentially get into that top 5 for free. All they got to do is vote. We're also offering very small prices for multipliers, which we'll go over a little bit later on in the show. So you can use a multiplier to get into that top 5, or even for a fraction of the price of a dedicated video, you can just flat out pay to be in the top 5 for what, like one soul. It's not much at all. We've designed this because we know how difficult the market is right now. We know there aren't tons of marketing funds to go around. We're already going live every day anyway. So this is an opportunity to showcase really good projects for free or at a very reasonable price.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, right? Because we all know, like Sean said, the market is so it's so terrible right now. And even just launching a project in general, it's expensive. Marketing is so expensive. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build that platform that you can get on here for free. You just got to vote. You just got to have that bullish community. And then we, like Sean said, we offer some very low pricing, decent, fair pricing for any multipliers or any, boosts to the top 5, top 3, number 1, whatever it is. And, you get the opportunity to come on here and take advantage of the platform that we're doing, or else alternatively, you download the bot from the website and, directly from there. I might as well bring it up here really quick while I'm talking about it. You can just go directly to the website, moon-or-dust.fun. Click here and download the bot right there. And, get it installed, give it the admin permissions in your Telegram, and start voting. You get to the top 5, you'll be talked about on the show. And that's how it works. It's that easy. And if you are super bullish, you may even get an invite to come on the primetime episode or the microcap edition of Moon or Dust Game Show itself for a chance to win in the microcap $250 top wallet, or in the primetime edition on Wednesdays, the $1,000 top wallet. So yes, if you do want to get involved, go over there, add the bot, get your community voting, and you never know. You walk away with $1,000. Hey, how much is that? That's going to help a lot for marketing. You can even send some back our way and sponsor some shows and stuff that way. And pay it forward, pay it back. Let's all get this love fest going, Sean. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely for sure. I know Biokript may do some marketing once they get their token launch here in the next week or two. So
awesome.
Keep it rolling.
Sweet. Okay, so here we are. The trending bot is live right now, as we just talked about. And it's looking good. We got a lot of new faces in here. We got a Doge on Binance. We got Optimus on Binance. We got our guys Wudanger in there. Obviously, What the 4 down the bottom, and Boost. But we looked at Boost yesterday. It didn't seem like there was anything going on over there. Maybe a scam project. So I would. I'm
not trying to talk bad about projects, but I'm also not fluffing anyone either. And Boost seems like it was nothing but shillers. Wasn't seeing a website. Wasn't seeing any of that. So be cautious. Or Boost, if you disagree with what I'm saying, reach out to me and we'll just talk about things. Plus, it looks like they dropped all the way down to 8K. Just very suspect looking. So stay cautious of.
Be very mindful of that, guys, because anybody can install this bot, by the way, and anybody can fill a Telegram full of bots and have people spam a load of votes. That's a possible thing, but we're gonna do our best to analyze them, logically. Sean knows exactly. He does token reviews all the time. I think a lot of our community actually know as well. So we won't hold back in calling stuff out. If we think there's red flags, we're very happy to call them out and say things to be mindful of. But we always encourage anybody to do their own research. Always. No matter what we say here or what we show you, always do your own research. We're not telling anybody to invest in anything. But a lot of BNB coming up here. Optimus. Then we got our guys Wudang, Biokript. Of course, we've talked about them a few times. Of course, the Moon or Dust crew. Infineon's up there. Kurumi is a new one. And TassHub, we briefly touched on yesterday, who we are going to have up on the show with us a little later. There he is, TassHub. That's it for me until we get on later. Enjoy the show, and thanks for having us, guys. Yeah, we will drop you a message. Adam's in the background there. He's going to drop you a message and send you an invite to come up here. And hopefully you go on camera so that we can get a nice clip of it and drop it like we did Dr. Fire Chickens today. So that would be awesome. Who we got first, Sean? Who do we want to?
So real quick, Optimus B. What was it?
Optimus BNB.
Optimus BNB. Wudang, Doge. Now, of course, we'll mention you on the show because you're in the top 10. But if you want to get talked about in a little bit more detail, get into that top 5. Again, you don't necessarily have to pay. You can boost. You're not that far off. Like I said, Moon or Dust, this is only our 5th day of actually pushing it. You look Monday compared to today, way more competition. That competition is going to continue to grow, but still early time. So go ahead and boost. And there's a good chance you could be here by Monday. And you'll be getting talked about like Biokript and Kurumi, or however you say it, TassHub. Someone correct me.
Kurumai. I think it's called pronounced
Kurumi.
Kurumai. I'm only guessing, but that's what my instinct is telling me. But
I'm very bad at pronouncing names and stuff that do not originate in the U.S. I'll be the first to admit that.
Yeah, over in Europe, right, we got so many different accents and languages and this and that. So maybe I might have an ear for it. But that's what I'm thinking anyway. But it sounds like Japanese or some Asian of some sort. But
when I get token reviews, requests, and stuff like that, a lot of times I have to literally send them like a voice note, like, make sure I'm pronouncing this right. I don't want to make an entire YouTube video and I don't even have the name right.
Yeah, saying the name wrong. Yeah, it's nothing worse. But yeah, like Sean said, if you are in there in the top 10, hey, you can hit a multiplier right now, and you can get a 1.5x or you can get a 2x multiplier, which means your votes will be multiplied by that for like an hour or whatever. So if you can time that right, you get in there, you get some people voting quick, hot and heavy, get into that top 5 and have the potential to come up here on live and deep dive into your project, take advantage of the platform we're building and the audience we're creating around it here through the game show, and all the other outlets that we have. We have one or two questions here, Sean. Let's just touch on this here real quick before we do move on, so we can get engaged with the audience. Question suggestion: talking about this leaderboard, can we have an overall board with whole list below it in our chat?
Yeah, I mean, it's potential. I mean, we'd have to obviously talk to Strixie about that. We don't want a list of 100 people. We got to cut it off somewhere. But I know most do 10. That doesn't mean that we have to do 10. But
the standard basically for these is like, when you drop a message and someone sees the leaderboard in there, you don't want 30 projects on there. But how it will work is that it will be broken up. You'll always have the top 10 leaderboard. Like, that's how the monetization works as well. We want people to want to get into the top 10. They need to be incentivized to want to get that exposure in the other chats. Like, that's the whole point behind it. We don't want to give everybody like that competes a medal. Like, there has to be some competition here. That's what drives it. And of course, that's what drives the revenue model too. But the idea is, what we will do is we'll split it into different chains within the chat itself. So that's kind of the way Major Trending do. We're taking a lot of, the leads from Major Trending as well. We're going to have a way that, when the show is going live, it's going to pop in. When we have somebody, that we're talking about on the show, it'll be the same thing. They'll get a DM or a message directly into the chat from the Moon or Dust Trending bot telling them, and giving them the option to come up. So we're going to integrate all those things. But I think I think we're just going to split it up into different chains the same way that they do it with trending. That would incentivize projects not on the top 10 to see themselves and estimate what can be done to get their communities to vote and participate. Well, I mean, the thing is, it's pretty simple. You vote. If you get more votes than the guy or the other project, you get up there. And again, I think 10 is the magic number. You don't want it too long. And that seems to be the way it works. We want to push that. We want them then to get the boost, like get the boost then, or pay for the top tier. That's the idea behind the revenue model. No sprinkles for you, LOL.
I get Sing because he asked me. So I've been thinking. He asked me this a while back or earlier.
And I get it.
I've been thinking about it. I get his premise. One thing that concerns me is that if we do have 30, 40, 50 people on the leaderboard, crypto brain, is what I like to refer to it, that might make people's heads explode when they get in there and see a list that long and then they just leave. You need to have everything simplified for almost everyone in this space. But like I said, I get his premise that they need to see how many votes they have to know where they can get, but that can easily be done by when they vote. It'll tell you how many votes you have. So if the fifth one has, 20 votes and you vote and see you have 7, you kind of have that knowledge to see that then and kind of get to where you want to go. I mean, could we do like a full leaderboard, like everyone that's on there? That's going to be a little extreme, but I mean, of course we're always open.
We could extend it to maybe the top 20 once you go into the leaderboard itself. Potentially.
I've seen, I forgot what bot it was. I've seen someone doing 15. I've definitely seen 15.
Yeah.
What bot was that? I can't remember off the top of my head.
But yeah, our current vote bot at the moment, when you vote, it doesn't say the amount of current votes on it. It says the amount of overall votes, which was was an oversight. So that needs to be changed. The developer's going to change that very soon. He's doing some work on Lunar Pump right now, but then he's going to go and take a look at that bot, and he's going to update that so that it shows the current votes. So that means every vote that comes in, you'll see exactly how many votes your token has, and then that'll encourage you to vote another one or get the boost or get the multiplier or whatever it is you want to do. So that's how it's going to work, and then we're going to divide the chat up into different chains. So like I said, we're taking our cues from Major Trending right now. They seem to have a really good system down there, so we're kind of going to try to get ourselves to that level here over time, and then we can start maybe doing some tweaking and stuff after the fact after that then. So
got the Red Bull. My wife was literally yelling at me when I got this because she was telling me that's the last thing I need. But I was like, look, I'm desperate. I need some energy. We're about to do a live. Like, I need something. But yeah, with everything going on, I probably shouldn't be drinking a Red Bull.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't be drinking Red Bull, Sean. But hey, you need that extra pep. But hey, Mustafa with a good suggestion here, and this is something that we're definitely going to do. You can embed the complete leaderboard with full statistics in our site. Maybe it will cause some interaction with the site. Yes, so we'll have a leaderboard. We're going to have a leaderboard tab there, and then you'll also have the option to boost and multiply from within there too, if you want. But initially, we'll just get the leaderboard on there first, trying to get a live leaderboard. So Adam is going to be working on that. But yeah, that's a good suggestion. And we are going to do that. And shout out to not our Adam, the other Adam over at Major. Adam, we salute you, sir. You guys are doing a great job over there. You inspire us to kind of get our bot up to where you guys are at. And it's awesome. And of course, we've met the task guys. So Adam gave the Moon or Dust people a task to go and get the price chart or the token itself, should I say, to get the token itself up to par here. So to get it up to let me get this banner down here. Okay, there it is. To get the token up to 140k market cap, and they were going to put us in touch with the task guys, but I think the task guys loved Moon or Dust so much that they just had to reach out anyway. So we've made that connection. They're going to come on the show a little later, but we haven't hit the 140 market cap yet. We've actually dropped back down. We're up over the 100 yesterday, and it's kind of dropped back down a little bit, not to 88. But yeah, the tokens here. Sean, you want to talk about the token real quick? Sim and I have it pulled up, the Moon or Dust token itself, and how that's going to do.
Yeah,
as we're here.
Yeah, Moon or Dust. I haven't actually looked. Is those red lines? And you'd have to go look at the transactions. Is that people actually selling, or is that Solana moving? Honestly,
I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Usually, I wake up. I'm all over Twitter. I look at charts. I look at numbers. I look at everything. I haven't done that these last couple of days, so I don't even know where Solana's at right now. So yeah, I apologize everyone for not having my finger on the pulse like I normally do, but
we can still hit that goal, no problem. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. I've no doubt about it. Mod community is awesome, and it's growing so much every day. And again, there's no marketing really. Like, what we're building is the marketing. The clips we make are the marketing. The game show is the marketing. So that's the whole, that's what everybody is pushing behind, and we can create the content for days. And plus, obviously, we got the trending bot. That's going to be another revenue generator. And of course, as we are generating this revenue, we'll be building out a treasury within the actual Moon or Dust media ecosystem. So buying up that chart as these revenue streams start to hit, the sponsorships come in, the trending bot starts generating some revenue and things like that. So, we have massive plans for this. But again, at the same time, it is hugely a community driven token. Like, that's the main thing. It was launched off the back because we are Web3 crypto entertainment. That's the idea behind Moon or Dust, the game show itself. So, when there's a token back in it, that drives the community. It's had a great launch. It seems to be holding beautifully. There's a strong community building more and more every day. And the more consistent we are, the more we keep driving this. Like I said, once we start generate revenue, I expect to see this going up exponentially over time as we keep growing here. So yeah, if you want to get involved, go over and pick up a bag for yourself. It's up
looks like we had some minor sales. Solana's all the way down to 126.
Boom.
Yeah, just last week it was at around 200, if I'm not mistaken. Tons of fear in the market. We have our fear and greed at 11. Also, check out Crypto Over Red Bull. Just did some episodes talking about fear and greed and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Check out Sean's podcast, Crypto Over Red Bull, as he showed earlier. And shout out to the Wu-Dang crew. I know this is a Wu-Dang man here. I can recognize that little audio file visualizer there behind him. Shout out to you, sir. All tricks home. Thank you for tuning in. We got to get you guys back up here. Got to get you guys back into the top 5 so we can bring you on and hear all about Wu-Dang. We did highlight it earlier on in the week, but it looks like competition has increased. So we got to get you guys back up here. You're at number 6 right now. You're getting close. A little boost to get you right up there. A little multiplier get you right up there now. You can multiply those votes by 2 and you'd be up here. But yeah, that's awesome. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Do we want to kind of jump into it a little bit?
Let's do it.
So for these first like 10, 20, 30 minutes, we're just going to, we'll talk a lot of Moon or Dust. We'll talk a lot of Infinity. Get all those updates because those have pretty much been a staple in the top 5, rightfully so. There are projects. But also not just that, waiting for the viewership to get up there a little bit. We don't pay for votes. If you notice, you'll get on a lot of shows like this, and within seconds they have 700 viewers. It's botted. Again, we don't play that game. So yeah, 25 minutes in, we got some really good viewership going. So yeah, let's get talking about some of these projects. I guess we'll start off with Biokript. I mean, as you can see, I was just looking at this market. XRP, I was holding up, down 14. Yeah, Bitcoin's down to 84. I want to say I saw it at 81, if I'm not mistaken. So, but it's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Biokript. So Biokript, come on down to the website. My YouTube video right here. I feel like I did a pretty good coverage on it. They actually reached out to me, do a video, got the video from me. They also came on Moon or Dust. They won $750. So shout out to them on that win. They're a very good company. They're backed by Microsoft. Something that, that you don't see very often. Tons of featured in. They've been featured in all of your big publications. Some really cool things going on, like 50% profit share, Microsoft partnership. We've already said that. And also today, since we're covering them, I also wanted to take a look at their platform itself. So remember, this is they went the route that we typically go. So everything from Infineon, for those that don't know, we had the blockchain live before we did any pre-sale or anything. Moon or Dust, we didn't launch the token until after, I think episode 2 is when we launched the actual token. Them like us, they actually built their product first, which I love it because you know how this space goes. No one does anything they say they're going to do. So I always love it. And that's something that immediately draws me to people. Our projects is when they develop first. So what you would do is you come over here and you would deposit money into your account. So if you have Solana in your wallet, you can just simply scan this right here, send over the Solana, and then you can do all your research here. Like for instance, I had the Moon or Dust chart pulled up. So you can come right here, you can come over, paste it, should be able to pull it up, and we'll get it pulled up, should be able to, and get it looking at, and you can buy and sell. There it was. Oops, I forgot you got to pop this up first. Then yeah, I can easily buy and sell. Super simple, super easy. I've done highlights in my video. Literally takes seconds. It'll have bought, it'll have sold, it'll have holdings, it'll break down your P&L for you. It'll tell you everything that you need to do. You got your presets, you got your slippage, your priority, all kinds of stuff you can do. Mev mode, pretty much everything. And it's really, again, really cool. They have, let's see. So where you can filter, migrated, final stretch, new pairs. So I believe this is their pump fund section, which I've already mentioned to them about a potential lunar pump section. So this could be somewhat good we could integrate into that, where you can utilize lunar pump fund. So that'd be really cool if we can knock out a deal for that. And then on top of that, it's a company that's backed by Microsoft. So
yeah, so it looks like just a quick overview. It's a hybrid trading platform basically that has AI integration, super low fees, backed by Microsoft. They obviously created the product, went for like looks like a kind of a grant application kind of thing where, you know, if they're innovating in the space, they'll have these grants, and they got awarded it. Microsoft liked it. Looks like they're going to have a lot of integration into a lot of platforms. So they're backed by them, and they just did a pink sale. They were going to launch the token pretty soon after, but they decided to hold off. Smart, in my opinion, because the market is so bad right now. They might as well wait till there's a bit of juice in the market. But hey, they made some money. They made some money on Moon or Dust last week. Our guy Hamdan was squaring off against Magnus during the week on Wednesday. And let's have a look and see how he got on.
So let's go ahead and pick. Is it wallet 2 or is it wallet 18?
Wallet 2.
Wallet 2. Let's take it off the board and find out what's behind you. 500. Okay. All right. Hamdan, keep in mind, we're about to get a call from Magnus. This is going to be his final call. If you do not take this offer, you were walking away with either $750 or $20. So keep that in mind. Last opportunity before going all in. Magnus, what are we offering Hamdan right now?
My dear friend, sometimes the wisdom of securing a sure path outweighs risks. My offer is $313.
All right, Hamdan, getting some booze, but let's think about this for a second. You're obviously a numbers guy. He is offering you $313, which is roughly about where he's been the entirety of the game. If you don't take this offer, you're walking away with $750 or $20. So you have 45 seconds to think about it. If you want to take some time, think about it. Again, 40 seconds. We're going to moon or dust.
Okay, this is quite a tough one since the odds are 50-50. Okay. I'm going to dust.
Let's go. Hamdan is going all in.
I see you're trusting your instincts over certainty. May Biokript fortune favor you, but remember, every decision shapes your legacy.
All right, Hamdan. We can't make it this simple, though. You chose wallet 3, and there's also still wallet 18 on the board. We're going to give you one final decision here to make. Are you going to keep wallet 3, or you can swap it out for wallet 18 and make that your chosen wallet? So go ahead and decide. Keeping wallet 3 or swapping out for wallet 18?
I'm going to go with my perfect intuition of wallet 3. I don't want to just end up regretting just for changing it. So I'm just going to go stick with number 3.
All right, Hamdan, good luck. We're about to find out if wallet 3 is holding $750 or $20. Mr. Pixel, let's make that reveal. $750. Let's go. Congratulations, Hamdan. You went all in and you did win that $750. Perfect decision by not moving that wallet. Go ahead. Tell us how you're feeling. And then you kind of went over it. Maybe reiterate what you guys think you're going to do with some of those Biokript funds. And also let us know how it felt being on the hot seat against the whales.
Oh, it was a lovely stake, to be very honest with you. Even the stakes are really high, 50-50 either. I could have just walked away with just 20. After coming just down, even Magnus tried to offer me 313 for this. But I was just sticking with my intuition that I'm going to stick right through the wallet that I've chosen in the beginning and not try to just switch it. So I just feel happy because, I came off without, giving Magnus a chance to incubate me and then try to get off with this wallet. So I'm just really happy with this.
Yep. And Hamdan, honestly, you gave a master course on Moon or Dust. Anyone that's coming on to play, watch this game, played it perfectly, because at the end of the day, it is a numbers game. Now, you did roll the dice on that final call right there, and it went in your favor. But before that, straight numbers, and it got you to that point where you were able to get 5.6724. So glad to have you guys on. Any final words?
I love this game. You guys have come up with something really, really interesting. for not just for the crypto people, even for outside the people. It's quite interesting, and it keeps on for people, sticking till the end. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? So it's really a good initiative for people to join in. I believe this is something. It's fun and interesting. I totally love it.
Man, I think I got more excited than he did.
Right.
Man, he played it perfectly. I knew when I talked to him before the game, I knew he was calculated. I knew he was a numbers guy. So I very much thought that when it came down to it and the numbers made sense to take, I definitely thought he was taking that 313. I mean, I said it yesterday, but complete shock that he went all in because he was so calculated. And yeah, it paid off. Keep in mind, for people that are playing future games, we love seeing you go all for it, but it could have also went the exact opposite, and you could have walked away with $20.
It has done.
And it has, yeah. So just always keep that in mind. But yeah, love to see it. I mean, that's part of the beauty of this space. Most people seem to want to go for it. So yeah, shout out to Biokript.
Yeah, 750, dude. 750. That was a nice one to walk away with from that community. He was really pumped. He absolutely loved it. And like I said yesterday, Magnus, dude, he has the ability to turn like hardcore numbers guys into degens in a heartbeat. Like he would have. I'm sure every logical part of his brain was saying like, take that offer, and. He's like, nah, the degen came out. He couldn't.
Magnus, I think, made him an offer that like wasn't quite good enough. I think had he offered him like 450, I think he'd have taken it.
Yeah, he probably would have.
Magnus came in there with like just like not good enough. Like you got to go for it. So Hamden in that case was not scared, but other people like Merc and stuff like that have been very scared. So. Magnus is keeping that reputation in play.
Yeah, absolutely. That's funny. All right. Yeah, great game. It was a great game. But yeah, let's continue on here, Sean. So Biokript, go check them out. What is the website again, Sean, that they can go check? And expect to hear more from these guys too, because like as Sean said, and we just mentioned, that they just had the pink sale, but the token isn't launching just yet. They're holding off for the market to improve. So keep an eye on them. Follow their X account. Sean has a video up there that he can that he breaks it all down right there if you want to do just a specific deep dive a little more, and of course always do your own research. But yeah, go check them out, keep an eye on them, I would say, without a doubt.
All right, yeah, biokript.com is where you can see them. And yeah, let's move on, Mr. Pixel. I figured I was going to let Mr. Pixel take the lead on this one again, but I figured I'd take Biokript just because I'm so familiar with them. So I figured
yeah. Do you have the stuff pulled up? Can you pull up that stuff for Kurumi?
Yeah.
I didn't have anything pulled up yet, but
I haven't pulled up yet.
All right. So I mean, obviously, Moon or Dust, we kind of talk about all the time. Infineon, of course, like Sean said, this used to be Infineon Fridays. We did have Moon Mondays. It's all kind of combined into together now. Once there's some more updates on Infineon, of course, he said still going, but we talked about it as well on Monday. But all the updates will be coming as they come in for that.
Yep, real quick too. Infineon and Moon or Dust are pretty much going to be talked about probably in the very beginning of every episode, waiting for viewership to go up, and because there are projects. So even if it's not in the top 5. So typically during this portion of the show, we'll skip Moon or Dust and Infineon because we talk about them so much in the beginning of the show.
All right. Here, 1 second. I gotta have a quick look at this too. So Titan has a suggestion here. How about charging someone to come back on the show? Let's say they dusted on prime time. Give them the option to play again for 2 sol.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Moon or Dust already has the viewership. Obviously, with that kind of viewership, you think the chart would be up a little bit more. Not that the chart doesn't look great, but what that tells me is that that the entertainment value is there, which is good. It seems to be everyone's interested in it. Everyone's entertained. Hopefully, as these markets turn and stuff, we'll get even more exposure. But the biggest thing is, on top of you potentially winning money, one of the other biggest things is that we're offering you an opportunity to come on and play for your project, but then not just play, but also present your project. Name another AMA. One of our videos, I think our highest viewed video has 6.8 thousand views. Name an actual AMA that you did for your project that got 6.8 thousand legitimate views. It doesn't happen. Now, this week's numbers went down a little bit. I haven't finalized them yet, but it's expected with the market fear. But even so, I think our lowest video this last week was still like 1.8 thousand. Again, name an AMA. So there may be a point in time that demand gets so high that maybe the project even puts in what they play for. Like, let me use this for an example. Let's say the $1,000 the top prize. They put in the $1,000. They put up that $1,000. And the biggest value is they get to come on and pitch their project, but they're playing back for their money. So whatever they went back, especially if they moved, they essentially got a free AMA and a free tens of thousands of views. So there's like tons of different things that we want to do as Lunar Dust grows. Again, we're in early stages. So while we're doing great, we're not in the position yet to start making demands on this is how this is done or that's done. But there's so many. Lunar Dust has endless possibilities for this ecosystem. Then, of course, if they put up the 1,000 and they win 500, the other 500, of course, comes back to Lunar Dust. It'll go into the treasury. It'll help us get that CMC and that CoinGecko. It'll help us build the treasury because this was a fair launch token. We don't have 40 or 50% of the supply set apart. The community owns the floor of this project, and it'll help us grow it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's we're just playing it by ear here. We're just like we have our kind of goals. We know where we want to be. We know where we want to take this. And we're just vibing in the market right now, feeling things out, making sure that we're staying afloat. We're able to live up to the responsibilities that we've set ourselves to keep this thing flowing, keep the clips coming out, keep the shows going, and kind of keep on establishing ourselves and growing our audience more and more. And when the market takes a turn, we'll be right there waiting for it one way or another. So that's kind of the short-term goal here right now, and just keep growing this, keep building out the bot, and keep building, keep growing, and keep adding to the community and stuff like that. And hopefully the chart starts to reflect our efforts over time. But chart's always going to chart whatever it's going to do. But like I said, like Sean said, the community is strong. People are really bullish about this as well. So we're just excited to keep doing it. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, it is a lot of fun to do it. It's hectic. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of sacrifice, but it is also a lot of fun when it starts working, it's paying off, and it's growing like that. So all right. So this is our latest edition here, guys. This is number 2 on the board at the moment. And it's called Kurumi, if I'm pronouncing that right. If anybody's in the chat and I am bastardizing that, please feel free to let me know. If anybody is in our Lunar Dust chat also, Titan, I know, is a good man for it. If someone could reach out to the Kurumi people and see if they are over there, if any community member or any of maybe the developer or someone that could represent the project wants to join us here and come up and talk all about it, that would be awesome. The guys are up at 39 votes right now. This is on Binance, BNB. So you can go and check it out. The website looks, initial thoughts, it looks fresh, looks clean. I like it. Straight up dog meme, obviously. And let's see if they got a utility. At the top, I'm seeing here the about Kubosu family, a calculator, and a charity. Okay, so it looks like we might have a little charity token here. So these guys could be good to come on an episode of Lunar Dust also potentially in the future. Kurumi, a Shiba Inu in the Kubosu family. Kindness, courage, and community. Kurumi carries the Kubosu spirit, a warm, minimal home for a meme with a heart. Business and partnerships, there's a website there that you can click for that. There's the contract address. There is their socials. Looks like they got an X, a Telegram. We can jump into the Telegram soon. There's the Dex tools. What's that one in the middle there, Sean?
I'm assuming that's for meme. I'm assuming that's
for
meme.
Oh, okay. They launched it for
is.
me. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. Well, there's the chart. What are they sitting at right now? They're at...
They are at 1.4 mil.
A 1.4 mil. Very nice. Okay, jump back to the website and we can come back and check out the chart in a minute there, Sean. Let's just kind of keep going through here. So there's all the socials. They got the Dex tools, Dex screener. What's that purple one on the far right? Gecko Terminal. All right. Okay, cool. Very good. Let's jump back to the website there again. Okay, about Kurumi. Kurumi is a gentle nod to the Kabosu legacy Shiba Inu with a warm, community-first spirit. Built with kindness and care by the builders from Project Nero, Kurumi. Okay, so these guys did Project Nero as well before. Nero did exceptionally well, if I recall correctly. It's the same Nero I'm thinking of.
Yeah, if it's that Nero did extremely well.
Yeah, I can see if they're probably bringing people along with it too. So yeah, congratulations if you're the same guys that did Nero. Awesome. Yeah, it looks like it is. Kurumi celebrates the meme culture while looking after real world goodness. Total supply. Looks like we got billion there. Kabosu family all-time high overview. Oh, here we go. Okay, Doge 85 billion, Shib 40, Nero 1.1. So yeah, that's it. Nero. Kokoro 100 million. I remember Kokoro too. So I guess this is the latest one from these guys.
Yeah, if it's who I'm thinking of, I might know who this group is. Yeah, they kind of got the Shib and the Doge community basically behind them.
Yeah, so that's pretty good, and they're sitting just at slightly above 1 million right now, 1.2 million. So if this is anything to go by, the last project they did hit 1.1 billion. So they obviously understand the space, know what they're doing. Atsuko Sato is a Japanese kindergarten teacher and blogger from Sakura, Chiba, best known as the owner of Kabosu, the Shiba Inu, whose 2010 photo became the Doge meme and the face of Dogecoin. Kabosu passed away on May 24, 2024, a moment Sato shared with fans on her blog. After Kabosu's death, Sato adopted another rescue Shiba Inu named Nero. Nero quickly attracted attention of her own, even inspiring Nero meme coin projects. Today, Sato continues to document life in her dogs online, preserving the gentle, community-minded spirit that made Doge a global icon. The value calculator down here below next, Sean. If you can just scroll down there real quick. Your amount gives you a value right there. Okay, that's fine. I see a charity element up there. I'm probably going to get onto that here next. I'm just curious what the whole charity thing is.
Well, let me type in there for some reason.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll have to investigate that. Again, if somebody from Kurumi would like to come up and talk, anyone from the community over there, feel free, reach out, get into the Moon or Dust community, and we can get you up here to talk about it. I'm thinking you guys will probably be on the leaderboard for a minute, so we'll be doing this again next Monday. So if anyone is up on the top 5, then they'll be getting shown. Can you click that charity button right there, Sean? I just want to see what the whole charity thing is about, and then we can jump on and take a check at the chart.
Let's see where
it's up on the top bar there, but it's probably the next part
gotcha.
of the scroll, if I had to
Gotcha.
guess. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Global foster program coming soon. Says coming soon. We're coordinating a global animal rescue and foster support initiative with trusted shelters and local communities across multiple regions. Phase 1 focuses on mapping partners, setting up transparent funding routes, and building a simple volunteer onboarding flow. Details are being arranged. Regional hubs and applications will open soon. Thank you for your patience and support. Okay, I like it. I mean, they seem to have a good mission. I mean, who doesn't like helping and taking care of animals? It's great. It seems like they have a good track record, assuming these are the same guys that did Nero not that long ago, hit 1.1 billion. So congrats on that, if that is the case. Let's have a look at the Telegram here. 1,186, or sorry, the X account. 1,186 followers currently. The community, they're running community in there with 327 members on it, and the pin post. Oh, it was a community takeover. So it looks like it was a Kurumi community takeover is live on BSC. We're the White Shiba of BSC, fully community driven, a real pack. Okay, there's all the details, contract address. All right. They got like 200 likes on that pinned right now. So it looks like, I'm guessing it was a community takeover. Well, I mean, it obviously was a community takeover. I wonder when did the community takeover happen? But maybe we can get more information on that. Is it still then the same people? If we're looking at that website, did the community takeover happen after? Have the people that created Nero then left, or did the people that created Nero come and are part of the community takeover and they're running it now? That's unsure. I'm unsure about that. So maybe we can get an answer to that question and see if they're still involved or not.
Yeah, the CTO, this pin post looked like it happened on October 31st. So I'm assuming the CTO.
Okay.
It happened around that time. It's kind of when the community took it over.
Yes, gotcha. Yeah, so I'm curious, was it the Nero people that launched this initially and then the community took it over and they're not part of it anymore, or what is the situation with that? Maybe you guys can let us know. If anybody's in the comments, if anybody is, listening. Yeah, Adam has just asked me to. Yeah, Adam, you can send that link, send it out there, and we'll get them in here. They're going to be coming up right after this. But it looks good. It's a very wholesome meme. It seems like, they're still up at 1.3 million market cap right now. So obviously the community is there. They're holding. You want to have a look at this chart here, Sean? See what we go. When did they launch it initially? Okay, so there it is. What was their all-time high? There it is. What was their all-time high there, Sean? Can't really see it. Okay, so current market cap is 1.4 million. And I know when tokens get burned and stuff, it can kind of mess with the market caps, but I know, is that all-time high reading correctly right there? You're muted, by the way, Sean.
I think so. Why am I drawing a blank on where to see the all-time high on deck screener?
It usually appears where those little red numbers are and then flashing. It should say highest or H. See where it says H right there? If you just come off the chart, it should just go to the all-time high there. 140014. You see the H right there, Sean? Right above the chart. So it's 001426 is the all-time high.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah. So, and it's at 1.4 right now. So it's there. They're buzzing. Oh yeah, well, yeah, go check it out. I'm kind of curious why is it reading 1.4 market cap? Is that what it's at right now? This is the all-time high, so
it's at 1.4 right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's at 1.4 right now. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so it's still sitting pretty. Looks like it went pretty high too, in its peak, and it looks like the community is driving hard to take this back to heights and greater again. So again, if anybody from you guys wants to come on this wonderful Friday evening and let us know all about Kurumi and the plans for it moving forward, we would appreciate that. And of course, if you come on here and you come on camera and you want to do an interview and you're in the top 5, we will create a clip out of it and we'll drop that too across all our socials after the fact if you do that. So yeah, what do you think, Sean? Kurumi, feeling it?
Yeah, if it's everyone that if they have backing it what they say, no telling how crazy it can get.
Yeah. And again, everybody always do your own research. Like we said, anybody can use this bot and, get in there and fake a load of votes and stuff. And we'll always say it like it is. And of course, it always helps to get, any community member that's involved that knows what the story is, to get them up here so we can get the scoop straight from the horse's mouth. Always helps a lot. So if you're getting in there, your community's putting in the effort, you're voting on the bot, do them a favor, come up here, give them the clip that they want, give them the clip that they need, the content they want to start, spreading the word about Kurumi even further. So appreciate you guys. I believe Adam is working behind the scenes there now to get TassHub here, because they are our number 1 right now. Let's add this to the stage. There they are. TassHub. We did have a brief look over it yesterday, but I'm not going to think about anything that I said or whatever because we're going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. So we'll get that correct. But Sean, do we want to have a little look at or a little chat about, I guess, before we get... Oh, we're here. We actually have Jake right now, so we won't hold him up too long. But yeah, so TassHub is live at the moment. Sean, I believe you have everything you need pulled up there, right? At the moment, and we can touch on what we're...
Yeah, we have their website pulled up for them, their Twitter, whatever they want to talk about. Yep.
Okay, I'll bring up your screen then right now. There it is. All right, and let's bring our man Jake. Jake, you coming on camera for us? Let's add Jake up here. All right, Jake, can you hear us?
Yes.
There he is. All right, and he's on camera.
There we go.
This is awesome.
Sorry, I was trying to get the camera figured out. Kicked me out for some reason.
No worries, man. No worries. How you doing?
Good. Real good.
Thank you for coming up today and representing, and thank you for voting, getting the VOD in. We really appreciate you guys doing it and hitting the top tier here. So we're happy to give you the platform, I guess. First, let's let's just get a little bit. So this is called TassHub, and it is a meme token as well. And there's going to be it has a whole utility behind it. And we're going to talk to, you are the founder, Jake, is that correct?
I am the COO. So I work pretty much directly with Burning on as much stuff as possible, anything that he feels relevant for me to be able to know and talk about. He brings
Awesome.
me in on it, and
Gotcha. Okay, so you know, how long, about yourself, I guess, you know, how long have you been in crypto? You've been involved in any other projects before this? You know, how did you get involved with the whole TassHub scene? Give us some insight into yourself a little bit.
Well, I got into crypto a little over a year ago now, and just kind of just buying and trading a little bit here and there, just some basic shit meme coins. But then I met Peter and I met Burning, and I kind of got talking with them and got involved with TassHub right at the ground floor. So I've been on the operations team and really
Awesome.
just
And
trying to do everything we can to.
what's your own profession? You're in real life profession. You're probably applying as much of it to crypto as you can. I know everybody.
Yep, I'm actually in sales professionally.
You're in sales. Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
So,
suited down to the ground for crypto.
yeah, so I do as much awareness spreading and just as much networking as possible, and trying to get the name out there as much as possible.
And what's your handle in the Telegram, Jake? I've probably seen you talking in the mod chat, so I'm curious which one are you?
Jake. Just Jake.
Oh, your name is Jake in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, okay, got it. I wasn't sure if there was another name or not. Okay, perfect. Also, so if you want to give us a little insight, I guess, about like the narrative of this or the utility, you know, why you went down this road, give us as much kind of detail about what it is. Yeah.
So you've got it pulled up right there. It's our own platform, our own SocialFi network for Web3. Anybody in Web3 can hop on here and create a profile and just love it. The networking, we really started working with a bunch of different adult content creators that just sick of OnlyFans, sick of Web2. They get chargebacks all the time. And one of the biggest things that I've heard from them and is a major frustration is they can take and you can sit and you can purchase all of the content you want on most of these platforms. And then you can turn around and cancel it. And all of a sudden, the creator is the one who sees it on their statement where it'll be a negative because somebody turned around and canceled their payment. And that's just, it's not fair. And it's so hard to actually be able to market yourself, because unless you're actually marketing yourself on all of your other social media platforms, there's no way for people to really find you. So you got to have it all over your Instagram, your X, and even your Facebook for a lot of these girls. And that's what the fear of that is what really holds a lot of them back.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you. And of course, you know, I know that a lot of these big platforms, they have, you know, huge charges and stuff for creators, even just like on regular streaming platforms. Like there's big charges for like any tipping and whatever they make and stuff like that. So you're basically trying to create like an OnlyFans version, like Web3 version. Would that be kind of accurate or somewhat accurate? Because I know when OnlyFans started, I as far as I'm aware, it wasn't originally meant like specifically for adult content, right? It was kind of open for more like a kind of firewall to get exclusive content from any and all creators, but it kind of just ended up becoming mainly adult content generation on there. Is that something, obviously that's a market you're targeting, but is that like the only market? Are you trying to make it multiple markets? Are you worried that it's just going to be that market and it might just, you know, or are you fine with that? Is that like what you want to create, or how are you guys looking at this? What's your main target, I guess?
We want it to be for everyone. We've got it to where in the For You page and stuff like that, you'll never see any like major anything too raunchy. You know, you would have to swipe. So we tell all the adult content creators that when you post, your first picture is, you know, that's free. That's what shows up in the For You page. That's what people will be able to see. That, so use that as your marketing photo. Use it as your teaser. So then, in order to purchase more, you'd have to swipe over to the next photo. They can upload as many photos as they want, and then you can purchase the entire album. There's a lot of musicians that I'm talking with that are actually really excited about using the platform to be able to live stream shows, so then they can have their fans that aren't able to make it can still have that, and they can maybe offer like a VIP, like a backstage pass experience and kind of a day in the life of on event days and stuff like that. There's a lot more than just adult content that brings entertainment to people that a lot of artists and creators can monetize off of.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only reason I was kind of saying that is because the logo is kind of aiming in that direction for sure. So that's why I was asking that question. But yeah, I mean, if it's open for everybody, then, you know, awesome. And it seems like, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but Arena, are you familiar with Arena? I believe it's called. It's kind of a similar thing. It's like a live streaming social media like thing where people can host and then people can tip them. It's like they have a stage and all this kind of thing. So it's something similar to that, kind of exclusive content behind a paywall with the platform, media element all built in, right?
Except for, I've been on that before, and it was a frustrating experience for me. But I'm not a super techie guy. I'm more of a people person, and that's where I do well. So for me to be able to just hop on there, and when you log on and when you are just scrolling your feed, it's very Instagram flow. Like that's how it feels, and that's how the UI is. It's
awesome.
It's so simple to be able to post and upload. I can do it without a problem. So that says something for.
Okay, I think we have it all broken. I think we have it all broken down here in one neat little sentence. The Instagram Zuckerberg wants to build but doesn't have the balls. Okay.
Yep.
Well said, sir. Well said. Okay, so I love it. Okay, well, it looks great. I mean, the platform looks great. I mean, I know we haven't jumped in or signed in there or anything, but just yet. But how does the whole, let's say then, as far as the token itself, the tokenomics, I know you're not specifically the tech guy, but feel free to just give us a little overview. If we can pull up a chart there as well, maybe Sean, have a look at that, and Jake can give us a little breakdown on the tokenomics, the launch, all that kind of thing, how that went.
So we launched in April 10th, and we have had an all-time high of right about 8 million, and the token is going to be able to be a payment plan for making payments on the platform. And by using the TassHub native token, it'll have lower fees than if you use Solana or any other tokens. So there's going to be a lot of money saved by having the TassHub token and using that. And you guys want a real treat? The CEO Burning, he actually just texted me and said that he just got freed up. If you want a 100%.
Oh, if you want to bring him up, of course.
Yeah.
Adam, get him the link set.
There he is. Look, that's why I'm the CEO. That's why you can nail it in a sentence. All right. Okay, perfect. We can get him a invite real quick. Adam should be able to get him an invite there pretty soon.
Yep.
And we can dive into the tokenomics and stuff. Then, but I guess maybe your main area of expertise while we have you then, Jake, what would you say obviously is outreach, marketing, community engagement, all that kind of stuff, would you say? Do you want to give us some insight into that maybe while we still have you before the CEO comes up?
Yeah, by all means.
Let's say,
One
for
of the
example, the social media, the content creation for that, the marketing efforts and the outreach efforts, anything like along those lines, what we can expect moving into the future here, all that kind of thing.
A lot more spaces.
Right.
And so we're going to be doing a lot more X spaces, and Kimber, I believe, is going to start hosting one just for like specific for the content creators, and that should help draw more and more eyes. As we get closer to being able to have our V1 launch and monetization is in place, then networking and recruiting people to the platform is going to be a million times easier. Because one of the biggest things that they want to know, well, am I going to pay you now? No, but you can jump on and you can start creating a profile, but a lot of them, they don't see that instant payment option, so that's kind of deterred some from starting as early as I would like them to. But
yeah, adoption is always the toughest, no matter what you're doing, especially in crypto. And the way the market is right now, as we were talking about Biokript earlier, they were supposed to drop their token, but they're holding off because the market's so tough right now. So it's I guess we can all agree it's time to like build as much as we can and just keep those levels of consistency going. What about the actual social medias then, Jake, and that do you manage those too, or do you create the content for those, or how do you kind of go about that? Or I guess you can tap into a lot of existing creators' content and highlight that and utilize it as your own when you have something like this, right? That's a good resource to be able to tap into as long as you have some early adoption in that regard. But everything else as far as that goes, Jake, can you offer us some thoughts on that?
yeah, pretty much everything you see is actual creators that we're working directly with, and they're providing feedback and letting us know how everything is going, what they like about it, what they don't like about it. And so it's been a really great experience to be able to work hand in hand with so many talented creators, and the feedback that we're getting is amazing. There's minimal complaints, and it's the complaints that there are just because they're on that early. Like audio for videos wasn't, right now Bubbles is refactoring some of the stuff right at the back end of all of the coding, to where when setting prices, we thought that price per individual photo made sense, but the creators, having early access, they came across that and they were like, no, we would rather have it be to where one price unlocks the entire album, so then you don't have to worry about it, or just say you try to sell. And same goes for services. If there's somebody on there that's selling services for Web3, or maybe it's a raid team, you'll be able to have a nice portfolio of projects that you've worked with on your page that basically shows that you're vetted and you can show results.
Yeah, I like it. I like that social element, that integration that's going in there. It's good. It's very innovative. I like it, and I know when it comes to making platforms like that and getting all the coding right, feedback is super important, of course, when you're dealing with people that are going to use it for those things. As far as let's say content moderation and things like that, obviously, if you're doing your own live streaming platform, there's content moderation that has been taken into account, which is a massive pain in the ass for anybody that does it. We all know Pump Fun had their fun with that too. They had to decommission their live streaming for a while because it was getting completely nuts, and it was the best thing to do from a PR standpoint. But what's you guys take on as far as content moderation goes? How do you deal with that, or what's your strategy there?
Oh, for sure. our KYC verification is going to ensure that everybody on our platform and anybody that's seeing the content on there is of age. So by age restricting it, that helps a lot.
Right, absolutely. I hear you. And so you'd have your own like in-house built-in content moderation team or whatever. Our CEO is saying, "Win CEO." We're trying to get you up here, Adam. I'm not sure if you can hear me in the background there. I don't see your camera on, but if we could please get this man an invite. Someone get him a DM or send Sean a DM. If you're looking at this, I'm going to pop up this banner here right now, and this is Sean's Telegram handle. At capital THE_KRYPTONIAN01. Send Sean a DM right now, Mr. CEO, and he will give you a link to come up here. I don't know, Adam must have dropped off there on the back. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing any response from him at the moment. So maybe Sean, just keep an eye there in case we do get a word back from the CEO. But yeah, it's looking good. I mean, the platform looks amazing, looks super professional. It looks like you guys are doing awesome. Looks like you're getting experience in some strong, steady growth. You're getting some influencers in there, or streamers or whatever. And I did see a message there a moment ago that, let's see, okay, this is a possibility. Unlock passive income potential. Earn 1% of all revenue from your referred creators. Every dollar they make, you earn a percentage forever. No limits on referrals or earnings. Sean, what are your thoughts on this? Because I know we've talked about this too when it comes to tokens and securities and regulation that's coming down the pipe. So I know we're trying to be careful about how we word the ability for people to kind of earn, because you will just be, it's looking like if this stuff passes that, you will be deemed a security. You'll tick those boxes. So what are your thoughts on it, Sean, as far as these abilities here to like unlock passive income potential and stuff?
Yeah,
and this
obviously
regulation comes in, but
yeah, obviously it's something we all have to watch. I know the U.S. is working on that Bitcoin structure bill. I want to say last I heard they were looking to get it out in like 40 to 50 days. I think that'll give us a lot of clarity on everything going on. And I know the SEC took a step back from crypto. I saw that, so that's good. It's no longer basically in big bold letters on their to-do list come after crypto.
Good.
So yeah, we'll kind of have to wait and see. I mean, have you guys kind of prepared any for that, or what's your thoughts on regulation?
That may be a question for the CEO when he comes up here.
Yeah.
Jake, you're muted, by the way, too, Jake. Just so you know. In case he messages too, Sean, keep an eye out.
Yep. Oh, I just took it off. Yeah.
Yeah, just have a quick check. But we can ask him about his thoughts on regulation, I guess, when he gets a minute to join us here. We got it covered. He said we got it covered. All right, great. You can dive into that a little more with us, but we just know that's something we've been thinking about. So it just came to my head there to ask you guys when I saw that specifically. But yeah, come on, get on up here. Send Sean a DM real quick and let's hear from you. I guess. Is there anything else you want to let us know about Jake? Maybe he's having some issues joining us or something. Do you want to let us know anything else about project, just in case we can't get him up here for any reason?
We have got a heck of a team of attorneys that are constantly reviewing everything. We've got Corey. He's the biggest First Amendment attorney in the U.S. He is who you go to for anything related to that.
So you're making sure that. Oh yeah, no worries. I know you're probably getting lit up because I seen you there. I said, oh, I know they're all messaging him now. Say this, say that, say this. I was like, the poor guy. But if the CEO could figure out how to send a Telegram DM, we could have him up here. But yeah, so you're suited up, you're suited and booted. You got your return, you're lawyered up the wazoo, let's say, for lack of a better term. And obviously nobody knows what way this is going to go, but it's good to have those levels of protections for sure, especially given the industry we're in and the route that you guys are going, and not knowing exactly what way regulation is going to go. So let's see what happens with it, I guess. But that's good. That's promising to know that you guys are looking out for those things. It means you're not short-term thinking here, obviously. I think that's pretty apparent. But what we did want to do was, we can clearly see that you guys has been busting. Here you are, 1.3 million right now, 61 votes. So you guys have been crushing it. I'm assuming your Telegram is super active over there at the moment. And here we go. We got our guy right here. Awesome. All right, let's bring the man himself up. Yeah, let me add this to the stage there, Sean, again. And here is our guy, Burning, the CEO, the man himself. How you doing, sir? Welcome.
It'd be nice if someone fucking told me that it's a Telegram link. I'm like, where do I go? I'm like looking. I'm like, what the hell do I do here?
It's all right. You made it. That's the main thing.
I was at the grocery store. I was buying some ribs for my kids.
Oh.
So
no worries. Well, we're happy to.
Jake's fucking awesome. Jake did a great job. Good job.
Yeah, he did, and we're glad that you were able to come up. Maybe you can help us break down the tokenomics and stuff like that. That's kind of where we're getting onto.
The tokenomics and what
give us about the tokenomics, the launch, how you feel like the token, the sentiment around it, anything you want to let us know.
Yeah, so the token itself and the sentiment is great. We've eliminated all the people that really should not be in our project in terms of just traders. And we've established our core base of people that understand what we're building, why we're building, and in which direction are we moving. So, to go from launch to where we're at now has been a great process. The token itself, let's get to payment processing. So, originally, my initial idea was to be our own payment processors, and then ran into some money transmitter issues, obviously. So the second aspect is, how do we utilize the token? I don't want people to pay in TassHub. I don't want creators to get paid in any crypto, because that's a volatile asset. And so even if you were to pay somebody in Solana, for example, or TassHub, or any other token for that matter, then you can front run that trade. And there's that arbitrage that people can take advantage of between transaction, even though it's an instant transaction, creator getting that money, and what do they do with it? And you can see that on every other platform, especially during this crash now. So, there's creators on some other platforms, and they were already shitty. And now they're even shittier because their AVAX, their ETH, whatever they've had, if they didn't already cash it out and convert it to a stablecoin, down, right? And so that's not fair to creators. If Miss Envious lists something for sale for 100 USDC, right? So all our prices are in USDC. If she lists something for 100 USDC, she should get paid 100 USDC. That's her content. That is her creation. She should get paid what she wants to be paid for it, correct? And so the next idea, and this got back to your point, someone was talking about securities law. And so to that point, the next option was, all right, well, what if we create a DAO? We create some sort of reward system, maybe money transmission. Where can we go with this? How do we brainstorm? What strategy can we figure out? To give you a little background on myself and my two partners, our crypto dev Peters in Denmark. I'm a maxillofacial surgeon in the US with a bunch of offices, an entrepreneur and investor and stuff. And my third partner is the founder of a $1.2 billion SaaS company here. And he runs a VC fund.
All
so
right.
we're internally funded.
You guys are loaded.
Oh, we are loaded. Yeah. If the idea is good, right? If the idea is good, and if we meet our metrics along the way, our funnel.
And I didn't mean that in a financial sense. I mean, like, you guys are packed. You're stacked.
We're stacked with brains. Yeah.
Yes.
The money's great, but the brain stack, right?
And the innovation. You got the entrepreneurial minds clearly behind this, so that's great.
We're fully financed, right? We financed this all in house to the tune of $250,000 on legal fees so far. So Jake is right. We do have the preeminent First Amendment attorney in the U.S. Developed all of our terms of service contracts, creator contracts. How do we navigate the adult space, particularly adult fi, right? That's a huge one. So what is our algorithm on content that comes in? What are we supposed to do legally, right? If this content is clearly illegal, a minor, how are we supposed to manage that with the current legal landscape? that's ever evolving within the adult space. We'll get to the crypto side in a second. And so we have our algorithm, right? And this is all attorney driven of how our moderation panel works, how we've developed the moderation panel, the back end, the front end, how the reporting feature works, how users get banned, what are the time limits. So all of that is all legally defined for us. He's also our DMCA registered agent when it comes to copyright and trademark stuff, right? So that's one thing. Second one, let's get to the next attorney in our hoop, which is our SEC crypto attorney. And so he's one of the preeminent SEC guys in the US. He used to work for the SEC. And so we've developed our strategy of how our DAO works to avoid becoming a security, right? To pass the 4 prongs of the Howey test. And so now our next step is actually getting the SEC to sign off on that. So preeminently, sort of like 00 just did recently. So that was a really good step because that was, they got a letter, but it was my idea. And so,
so you're in the process of like submitting this, getting this paperwork done. How far along are you in the process?
As we scale, right? So there's a lot of costs that come involved to stuff. And, the first thing is a product market fit. Is what you're building, does a market want it? Most companies lose their pants because they believe their shit is awesome, but they never understand, their ego gets in the way, and they never understand that, the market is not really receptive. That's why no one's coming. And so they dump all this money in marketing. Let's throw the money at it. It's got to be marketing. We need better logos. We need an influencer, a KOL. That's just ego. That's ego in between ability to, it's too bright. Sorry. All right, glasses on. And so, sorry, I'm in Texas. It's still hot and sunny.
Oh, it's all good. I'm in Cali, actually. It's a little cooler up here. I'm up in the mountains. It's getting a little cold right now.
Oh,
but,
nice. Awesome.
But yeah, so
that's the failure rate. And it typically comes down to, well, does your product market fit? And so we have the capital and we're willing to deploy the capital to build the project, right? To build the software. But we have metrics along the way that we need to achieve because you can't just burn everything thinking your idea is awesome. You need to realize at some point that maybe it's not, and then pull the plug, cut your losses, right? And that's how a real business functions. That's
correct. Yes, absolutely.
So we're at the point where we've achieved, very, very good organic user growth. Right now, we're in the process of measuring engagement. How are these people that we haven't spent any money on marketing, haven't paid anybody to do anything? How are these users that are coming to the platform? Are they engaging? How much time are they spending on platform? What are the demographics? Are they crypto? Are they Web3? Are there any Web2? Are there creators? What are they? And so from talking to creators, and Jordana Fox, she's a big, nice name in Web3 with past projects such as Front Fans, and she's an author in the UK, former adult star, phenomenal, one of the smartest people I've met in Web3. She's on our team, and I talked to her, and I was asking her, and this is like 5 months ago or so. I said, hey Jordana, so why have they failed in your experience? Why have other platforms like this failed? And in my head, I already knew why. Is their North Star is wrong. Their North Star is financial. If all you're looking for is a financial goal, you're always going to fail. That's just greed. It's ego. But if your North Star is truly the creator, how do I make it easy for the creator to make money? If Miss Envious, if Amelia, if Jenna, if they can make money easily, smoothly, they're going to want to keep posting. If they're doing well, guess who does well? TassHub. Simple, very simple concept. It's just what guides you. Like, I do surgery. I don't do surgery because I see you with your wisdom teeth and that's $2,500. That's not what I see. I see you. Do you need them out? And it's just honesty. It's integrity and just being honest and doing the right thing. And then you make plenty of money. And so that was the first thing to establish. And that's what Jordana says. Like, yeah, everyone just wants money.
Yeah, and we're doing the same thing here at the moment as well with Mooner Dust, and the Mooner Dust trending stuff is cheers to you too. But yeah, and our number one thing is like entertainment, right? That's what we're going for. We want the viewers. We're always constantly trying to think about the viewer. What is the viewer experiencing now? What is the entertainment value of what we're doing? How can we up that? That's the main metric, and that's why we even brought a trending bot in, was because that taps right into the heart of who we're trying to find, a hype, active, current community that can come on the show, bring an audience and have a fun time, and we want to create the platform for them to be able to, like, reach people that they can't usually reach, or they pay, a fortune for a KOL and there's no ROI on that. You know what I mean? It's very minimal, if even. So that's what we're trying to do, is make it like, and it's expensive. It's really expensive for people trying to launch and innovate.
The idea, and if you see that growth, it's worth the investment, right?
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
If you launched it and no one comes, that's it. Whatever money you've spent, that's it. It's over. No big deal. No feelings hurt. Move on to the next idea.
Yeah, I agree. And it looks really good, Burning. It's looking awesome. Clearly, you guys have your finger on the pulse here. It doesn't look like you're being overzealous. It looks like you're pretty measured. You got guys that are already successful in their own right, individually and on many levels. So that's very reassuring. The platform looks great. Everything looks super professional. The token is looking mega bullish. I mean, I think you guys are definitely on the road to success here. I know crypto, it's hard to ever say that for sure because it's so volatile and you never know what way things are going to go. But you guys look like you're pretty stable, pretty solid, comfortable. You're not going to overexert from what I can see. Do you want to add anything to that?
Oh, I've got plenty to talk about, man.
All right.
I haven't even finished my legal team.
All right, go ahead.
So we've got our offshore crypto, our DAO attorneys, right? We've got that team as well. And then we have our own in-house general counsel that coordinates between all the attorneys. And so we run the business out of what's called the Man Cave in Texas. And that's sort of our headquarters for TassHub. And my team is just absolutely fantastic. And these are all people we've met through crypto, right? Jake, Peter, Bubbles, Adrian. I mean, I can go on and on. We've got, great whales that understand what we're doing. And, the way around securities for now, until I get that actual letter from the SEC, is the DAO cannot give you passive returns, right? And that's what everyone does. All these bullshit ass DAOs that you see about, that you read, it's all illegal. It's all security. But it only matters if you're actually going to get big, right? If you're going to generate real revenue, that's when the SEC is going to say, hey man, you guys are doing adult content and you're bringing in $250 million in revenue annually. You're a security. That's when the problem occurs.
Yes.
And so, and all this stuff is expensive to do and to get it right from the get-go. It's very difficult to go back in time and retroactively pay all the shit ton of fines that are going to be coming if they do, get wind of what you're doing. But all these DAOs that other people are creating and starting, it doesn't matter because they're never going to make that kind of revenue. And so their DAO is pointless. It's a DAO, it's just create a FOMO. Hey, join our DAO. It's a bullshit.
Yeah, it's a marketing game.
It doesn't matter. It's stupid. It's not real money. But what our DAO does is it's active participation. So our whale holders and our long-term holders, right? I don't restrict to whales based on tokens, based on dollars spent. There's so many variables that go into who do you want to be a part of your startup, right? So if you take this back to the real world, this isn't a crypto token. It is a tech startup. You're getting in a tech startup at a $1.3 million valuation. Fuck yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer. And so those holders that join early and that are a part of this, we got holders from 6 months. Those are the people that deserve to be rewarded. So how do I reward them? And that was my challenge for the last, it took me probably about 9 weeks to map out how do I do this without being a security? And the answer is active participation. So members within our DAO, you can consider that a country club. The DAO itself is a data company. It's a data service company. And it collects data and it provides services, moderation services, surveys based on which creators should be showcased. What is our social media presence looking like? Active tasks that you can prove. And the amount of tokens you hold or value that you have within the DAO, and you can vote and all that, sure. But the active part allows you to be paid. And so the DAO pays you for your participation, for your work, not for doing nothing.
So basically your interaction on the platform you guys get paid for the interaction kind of thing?
Interaction on the platform, interaction in the TG, interaction on phone calls, whatever.
And how do you monitor these metrics then and decide like the numbers or how people get paid or what they get paid? Like if it's across all these different platforms.
Yeah, I'm still working on that part. And
Gotcha.
it's not so much about measuring, right? It's about how do you avoid securities law? And if the SEC does ask you questions, how do you log that? And so that's the next part. First, I need to make sure it's not a security, which I'm very confident it's not. And so my token holders are going to get paid for services. And that's based on revenue, or it's not based on revenue. It's based on what TassHub, the company, pays
generates
for that data.
Whatever else. Okay, got it.
It's not that. You got to pay the DAO. So we have a contract between the DAO and between TassHub, the company. And that contract is payment for a service function, payment for data collection. Right?
Gotcha.
And so now the DAO can pay members within the DAO for that.
For an actual service and not just, for holding or whatever. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds like a good strategy anyway. Hopefully it all does work out in that regard. But it seems like if you get a curveball, you guys might be able to figure it out somehow. It seems like
we've already mitigated every curveball that can come our way. That's what
right.
we do. It's all about, when you start a business, it's all about mitigating risk. When you're spending money on anything, it's mitigating risk and finding all the risk factors that can affect what you're doing early on, and not get blindsided by something. And that's where people fail as well. It's still, the idea may not work, right? That's always plausible. I'm not saying everyone's going to love it.
Right.
But every metric so far that we've measured is the funnel is moving towards the target of creator monetization.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's looking really good. And what exactly, let's say, where you're at right now, what are the future plans, how, like short term, long term, for anybody that's looking to invest,
our
maybe?
V1 MVP full launch, we're targeting for 6 to 8 weeks. So we just brought on 3 new engineers to go with our CTO today.
Awesome.
So we got a team of 4, full stack devs programming away. My CTO is an absolute young Viking genius in Norway. He's a great dude. Bubbles is awesome. Fantastic engineer. So that's our plans now. So our V1 consists of, how do creators make money? Well, or what do people need to be able to do on the platform? They need to be able to log in. They need to be able to KYC verify if they want to post adult content. If they want to just be in conversation and be there, they just have to age verify. Okay. So legal compliance. They need to be able to message. People need to be able to send messages with custom content to monetize on it. People need to be able to search for each other. People need to be able to look at how much money they've made. People need to be able to get paid for their referrals. That's your V1. That is a basic V1 where everyone, and of course the UI UX should be smooth and people should enjoy it. That's a V1.
And this is the stage we're currently in right now, is that right?
Yeah,
you're in V1
done.
right now?
Yeah,
okay, it's nearly complete.
Last couple things we're working on now.
Awesome.
Our V2, which starts immediately after V1, is Android and iOS apps, right? Because we're not just adult content. And X has an app, Reddit's got an app, and there's porn all over those. But our mindset is, how do we create a home for the decentralized individual, right? I don't know you, you don't know me, but I feel like we could go smoke a joint or have a beer together right now and have a good time, just like this. Because we share a common thread. We share a common thread of decentralization. Everybody in crypto does. And my name is Burning because of Burning Man. And the same thing applies there. We all come from different walks of life to the desert in Nevada, but we share a common thread and have that. But we don't have that community for Web3. And that's what TassHub is building. Where was I going with that? I forgot I was going with that.
Oh, you're all good. It's all good. Yeah, we were just talking about basically you're going from V1 to V2. Right?
Oh yeah. So that's step was. Yeah. So then V2 is live streaming. V2, the big component of it's live streaming. Once we get through the apps, iOS and Android apps, that's huge. That's a big thing. Yeah,
you're getting into some stiff competition then, of course, but Web3 not as big, obviously.
We got the funds. We got in-house VC. And so if the idea is going and the engagement's there and V1's a success, why not?
Absolutely.
And then we move to live streaming. That's V2's biggest feature. Will be the ability to live stream, shows like yourself. I don't know, I'm sure you're on Telegram. You're familiar with major trending.
Yes.
Adam and Mystic are big parts of our team.
Yes, they mentioned us actually when Sean was on there actually last week. He said, "You guys hit 140K market cap. Stay there for 24 hours. I'll introduce you." But we're like,
on major, yeah, dude, come join our spaces tonight. Adam and I are hosting a spaces in 2 hours.
All right, awesome. Yeah, we'll try and make
we
it
had
over.
analysts on last week, and we got some cool stuff.
Awesome. Anybody listening, check it out. Follow these guys and jump in the spaces. Want to hear more from the guys themselves?
So, Adam wants a live stream. He's waiting for that.
Yeah. And
Adrian wants gaming. I'm like, dude, we can't. You can't build everything at once. You got to go progressively. Otherwise, you'll never finish building. Like that's that's the thing is.
We know. Hey, trust me. We know all about that burning, my friend. We know all about it. It's been nonstop building on our end here too, as well. So
my long-term goal for the DAO is payment processing. So I want the DAO to house everything. So the TassHub token is not just for active participation in TassHub. It's its own company, and that DAO should hold all the smart contracts for payment processing, which you can whitelist to other tokens to give them a utility to use your payment processing on and off ramp through TassHub, the platform. And so that's what I envision TassHub DAO, TassHub token, to the value of it is having a piece of that.
Awesome.
That's the roadmap.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Well, that sounds it sounds like you guys could absolutely achieve it. And it sounds like you got all your ducks in a row in order to do that, and you're keeping your finger on the pulse for sure. So I guess as far as like the immediate growth for anybody watching right now, what are your, let's say, marketing plans? I mean, obviously you're not, I'm guessing your focus is to try and find influencers and people that would want to come over and benefit from that. And or what do you do? Like
monetization. We got to monetize, right? If you want women creators and adult creators particularly, well, they want to make money. They need somewhere to make money. And so why would I spend money on them now when they can't make money? It's not possible.
Yes, you need an audience.
Yeah, the money that they're going to make is coming from my pocket. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So what I wanted to achieve, and which no one else has done in the Web3 version of this, I remember my point. So there's multiple issues. Either you've got no creators, platform fails. You've got creators, but there's no one to buy shit. Platform fails. Platform is too hard to use. Platform fails. People don't understand how the platform works. It fails. You've got all this crypto shit where creators have individual tokens, and it's just so stupid. Make it easy. Get on there, doom scroll, have a safe feed where you can be on TassHub anywhere. If you swipe right, cool, you might see porn. It's up to you. It says NSFW on the creator's name. Easy to use. So I've got the users. I mean, we've got great user growth, organic, right? We're approaching 700-ish users already.
Awesome.
And we're not even close to V1 being, or we're close, but we're not pushing for growth, right?
So you're just kind of focusing on just outreach like this within the Web3 space and organic growth, things like that for...
No, you get even deeper. So I've got users. I've got crypto projects on there that have their communities. They all pay attention to TassHub. They want to shill their projects. I send a weekly email out to everybody on the list, right? Every single user, every person that signed up, I send them a weekly update email of what are we building, and I highlight projects that are part of TassHub that are posting. So now they're getting free shield to everybody else just for being a part of TassHub. So now I build the user base. What do creators want? Adult creators want users to buy shit, and they want a platform they can monetize on. I'm almost done building the platform. I already have the growth in users. The puzzle, now that makes the puzzle easy.
Absolutely.
Then I can go plug in. Yeah. So then as we get closer in the next month, that's when Jake will start lining up all those dots of
yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's a superstar. Jake and Miss Envious. That.
Awesome. Well, yeah, shout out to Jake. Yeah, he was an absolute gentleman too when he came on. And you two also, Bernie. It looks like you guys got an awesome community out there as well. And you're driving forward. You're driving hard. I'm sure we haven't heard the last. You keep the bot in there. We're gonna, be bringing you, highlighting you guys on our show as well, as much as possible. You're in the top 5. We're going to be talking about you 5 days a week on what we're doing here. We're also building out our own audience as well to be able to elevate projects in the space. So. I look forward to working with you guys in the future.
100%.
I hope.
And let us know how we can help too. We would love
of course.
to.
Yeah, of course. That would be really, really awesome. You know, we're of the same mindset that, like, you know, there's a lot of projects and people when they launch, they're so scared of like every penny that they might lose. They're even scared to collaborate and get involved with another thing because, you know, some of their audience might move to another community or something. But like the reality is, people that invest in crypto, they're into multiple projects. Like that's the reality of the space. No one has a portfolio of one token, right? So it's better off to collaborate with people. You're better off. They might take a little bit of mental gymnastics depending on where you're at, but the reality is you are better off to do that in the long term for everyone's success, you know? So and I hope we can do the same with you guys. And like I said, we'll be highlighting you guys again, I'm sure, once we're voting. And I hope that we could get you guys on maybe for, I know myself and Sean were talking about this beforehand. Maybe we get you guys on for a primetime edition of Moon or Dust. Maybe you could come on yourself and take on the whales.
As long as I don't have to wear a shirt.
Whatever you like. I seen people asking, is he naked? I was like,
I got shorts on.
Okay, he's got shorts on, guys. You can stop. There it is. Is Burning naked?
That's tell Cock Inu he can go fuck himself.
You just did.
They're good friends of ours too. We collab with them all the time. They are awesome people.
Awesome. Shout out to you guys as well. Well, get the bot installed. Maybe we could have Sakinu up here as well to
get the whole Coins crew, man. Mafia Bits, Hydra, and Sakinu.
Yeah,
CPT, all our buddies.
Absolutely,
Cool.
guys.
I'll send them all a message.
Yeah. Tell them get that bot installed. We're trying to build our community here and build this all up and elevate everybody else along with us. But I guess for now, I mean, I'm assuming this isn't the last we've seen of you guys, and I'm hoping we can have you up again. I'm going to clip this out too after the fact, and we'll drop it from in so people can use this interview to kind of get an up-to-date insight, I guess, after the fact, and we'll clip it out. But let's say, is there any kind of final words you want to say to anybody that's viewing right now, Burning, if they want to get involved with you guys, where they can find you, all that kind of stuff? Plug whatever you like.
Go to TassHub.com. All our socials are there. You can integrate with us however you want, whatever your preferential mode is. I'm always open. Our whole team is open to talk. We're very accessible, good community, clear vision. And so we want everyone to participate. So come on for the ride. It's going to be fun.
Awesome. And you guys have been awesome. I appreciate you guys coming up here, going on camera. That's always a big thing in my book. If you're willing to go on camera, it's a great step in the right direction, in my opinion.
Do business eye to eye, something's wrong with you.
Well, we absolutely appreciate you guys coming up, and I hope to see you again soon. I hope you take us up on the offer to come on and take on the whales on a primetime edition coming up here soon for a top prize of $1,000 top wallet if you can get there. So yeah, I appreciate you, Burning. Thanks so much, Sean. You got any last words for our man here? Sean's been a bit sick all week now, so he's been asking me to lead the charge here. So
all good, man.
He's not being rude.
Yeah. Who do you guys want me to DM on Telegram? I'll DM you and we'll start talking about getting the primetime edition set up and all that good stuff.
You can DM me.
Okay. Actually, someone just sent me your handle as well.
Yeah, I know how to use Telegram. It wasn't clear on where I'm supposed to DM to get.
Yeah, that could have been on me, and I was just taking the piss. I was busting your balls. No, guys,
and then Jake will coordinate it.
Awesome, sounds good.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much again, Burning.
And we can all hang out, and like I said, we got our spaces, and we'd be happy to showcase you guys on our spaces as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, my man.
Sounds
we'll chat
good.
soon, and best of luck with everything.
I don't know anything, to be honest, yet.
Okay, awesome. Well, you're gonna love it. It's very entertaining. All right, we'll talk about it.
Like great people, so I feel the vibe already. So that's step one.
Awesome.
I don't care what the idea is. You guys seem like good people, so that works.
You're going to have a lot of fun, I promise. If when you go on primetime, take on our whales. But yeah, thanks again, Burning. You take care and best of luck with TassHub. Everybody go and check that out. What a great guy. That was awesome. Very insightful, I think. That project looks beast, I have to say. I mean, the platform looks amazing. It seems like they got all their ducks in a row over there, and they're keeping their finger on the pulse, lawyered up to the hilt. They're like you said, they don't want any major curveballs hitting them. So that's smart. That's smart business, and they're taking it one step at a time. And it seems like they got the financial back and when and if they need it, and they got an awesome community, an awesome team behind them. So Very good, guys. Go check them out again. Always do your own research. We are not, we're not financial advisors, but it's always best when we can bring someone on and you can hear it directly from the horse's mouth. Sean, what do you think about it? TassHub, you like it? Feeling it?
Yeah, love it. Looks like a great project. Obviously, be a perfect project to have on Moon or Dust. Need to get them experience in it. Everyone's opinion on Moon or Dust changes when they actually realize what we're doing, what we're building. That's really cool. But yeah, I mean, that was a perfect way to kind of close out the show. But yeah, we're almost 2 hours in. Go ahead and start getting it shut down. We talked about all 5 of your top trending projects.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, let's bring this up. Like we said, if you guys do need anything, anyone watching the channel, that's our marketing company. We've been around for years. I have my YouTube channel, been building for years, over 100,000 strong. We do YouTube videos, we do Twitter posts, to 200 plus KOLs, Instagram, TikTok. Of course, you need any centralized exchange listings, CMC listings, CoinGecko listings, anything like that. Hit me up. I take care of everyone. I don't shill. I'm not one of those people that go in the Telegram saying I have a proposal. Everything I do and have been doing for years at a high level of success has been by word of mouth, and people just recommended me. So yeah, anyone need anything, hit us up, and we'll definitely get you taken care of. And then any final words, Mr. Pixel, before we kind of close it out for the week?
I mean, not really. Excited to come back again next week. Obviously, we have some updates next week. Now, we're not going to be doing any actual live Moon or Dust live shows. It will be until the following week, so it'll be into December when we start those actual game shows again, and it'll be kind of a revamp situation with the audience edition. It's going to have a slight little variation to it, and we want to do a lot of kind of development and outreach, get the bot into some more as many telegrams as we possibly can in the meantime, and just kind of build that out as we go here and let everybody enjoy their Thanksgiving. So yeah, we won't have any actual game shows next week, but we will be doing the live trending 5 days a week. So get that bot installed. Go to the website moon-or-dust.fun and go and install the bot. It's in the very top there. Click it. You add the bot directly into your Telegram channel and give it the admin rights and start voting. Get to the top and you can see like Fire Chicken yesterday, just dropped a clip of them today, and we got TassHub on today with Jake and Burning, 2 of the top guys over there. So that was great. We got a full deep dive into the whole thing, future plans and all that. So we'll release that clip as well, maybe in the coming week here or over the weekend. Let's see, as soon as I can get time to go and clip it. But it was awesome. Another great show. Delighted for next week. Excited for it. And to take a break from Moon or Dust and kind of get that a little upgraded as well and get that dialed in too. So we'll be touching on that again Monday. But yeah, that's it. Love you guys. Yep. We really do appreciate everybody tuning in across YouTube, Twitch, X, wherever you're watching from. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support. We want to keep doing this. We want to keep elevating projects in the space. So thank you. That's me. Rant over.
Yeah, we're 18 episodes into Moon or Dust. Like Mr. Pick said, we're going to take a break next week. We've been moving so fast. We need to slow down for a minute, get caught up on everything. And with the holidays and stuff next week with Thanksgiving and all that fun stuff, perfect time to kind of take a beat. But like Mr. Pixel said, we'll be here every day except probably Thanksgiving Day itself with Moon or Dust Trending, talking about our top 5 projects. And of course, the following week, we'll be back to business as usual. Any changes or anything that we do during this coming week, we'll let everyone know. And of course, everyone go ahead, enjoy your weekend. It's not fun looking at these charts right now, but I am DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixel. And until Monday, you know what to do. Trade safe.
Play Moon or Dust live and win big for your community or for yourself. Just don't dust. Tuesday, audience edition. Wednesday, primetime. Thursday, microcap. Think you can take on the whales and walk away with a fat bag? Be our guest for free. Moon or Dust, the most bullish game show in crypto. Visit moon-or-dust.fun for details.